setup. I'm talking about camera studio setup, all things that I'm really excited about for 2026, especially the things that are going to make my content creation exciting, seamless, unique, different, all the things. So if you're here and you're watching, definitely say hello. Hey, y'all. First of all, I just got off a call. It was so good. It was a Spotlight Studio call. It is my new exciting community. It's a private community for the people that are ready to take content creation seriously for 2026. So, if you were on that call tonight, it was such a vibe. We got to look at different people's sets. We have people in the community introducing themselves. We have all the things happening. So we were able to get on a live call tonight and have people actually share their studio live with us. We got to put the spotlight on them and we got to help them with their setups. When I say we, I mean my husband and I, we run this business together. And so it was just so good. So if you're watching the replay and you're interested in joining that private community so that you can be in the room with us and we can actually look at your video setup and guide you on the missing parts or what you might need or might be missing, please comment the word spotlight if you're on YouTube or Facebook. I think I have the link in the comments. So it is just such an amazing space to be in. And I'm so excited that we've launched this community. We even have people inside of the community and on the app introducing themselves and sharing their setups as well. So I want to talk about what I am excited about for 2026, what I will be using, updates that I'm making. On that call tonight, I was actually talking to some of our members in there, and I was telling them that I got this microphone and webcam setup. It is the Lyra by Hollyland. I just got it in and I'm so excited to share about it. But I don't share about things unless I test them first. P.S. Yes, I did buy this with my own money. So you will be getting an honest review from me. Right now, webcams that I'm loving, I use the Osbot sometimes to for as a webcam specifically. And y'all know I love using the Osmo Pocket 3. I love using it as a webcam as well. So sometimes you'll see me go live and I'm using the Osmo Pocket 3. I love using that camera. It is so versatile. If I'm not using that, I am using the Osmo Nano. I've been doing so much more with this camera lately. It is such a good camera. Today, I was actually creating a video on how I use it so that I get really cinematic footage. I know. I'm gonna release that to the community first, though, or they're gonna get like a really in-depth version of how I use it, because it is such a good camera. I feel like I slept on it for a little bit, but I love it, y'all. This camera, it is such a great camera to have. Um, just I want to say it's a good B camera, right? So if you're looking for a camera where you are able to um, get unique POVs, unique shots, it is such a good camera. And the fact that it can detach and you can leave the camera somewhere else. And I've also been using it a lot with my DJI mic mini because why not? So I love using this camera in ways to where I'm far away from the actual camera itself, and you can still hear that audio up close and personal. And it's just so good for engaging content. So if you're looking to create content that's a little bit different from what everyone else is doing, that's definitely a great way to go. So, hey, y'all, if you're watching the replay, definitely say hi. I'm so excited about 2026. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but there are so many things that I'm excited to implement and do differently and change and shift. And I'm really, really, really excited about it. So, of course, I don't know if I officially announced this or shared this with you guys, but I did upgrade to the iPhone 17 Pro Max and I'm liking it. The reason why I upgraded though was not because I wanted to upgrade. I don't usually upgrade my phone every time Apple releases something. For me, I feel like one of the things that helped me make that decision or that determining factor was that I had two phones. I had a content phone and a regular phone. And I've had it like that for a while, but now I'm kind of tired of doing that. And so I just wanted one phone. And so I traded in my content phone, and then I decided I'm going to bring those two worlds together. And so, yeah, I'm so happy because I was able to just get a terabyte on this phone because, hello, if you're a creator, you know your phone is doing a lot. And so I was able to do that. We got that all set up. And so a few things that I'm loving about the iPhone 17 Pro Max. One is the zoom, the way that I'm able to zoom. I am loving that. The zoom on that camera is actually crazy. I can't see myself using it for content specifically a lot, but the zoom is really, really good on that camera. I love the space that I have now to edit and all of that jazz. I felt like both my phones were full. So bringing everything together in one space just feels really good. And yeah, it just is easier for my workflow in this season. I could have seen where in another season I felt like I did need two phones, but now I'll tell you what really made the difference. So Nikki Saunders, she is, gosh, what's Nikki's name on IG and uh YouTube? I cannot remember what her actual screen name is, but you should know Nikki. Everyone knows Nikki. She's so amazing. And she told me about the brick. And so I got the brick. The brick is a tool where you are able to um make your phone like distraction free. Like it you can break up your phone so that you're not on social. And I set my break to kick in around 6:30 every morning. And then maybe by 12 I log on to social media, but I actually have to, scan the brick so that the phone is, signed into Instagram and all of that stuff again. And that kind of helped me realize I don't need two phones, because what would happen is I would have my personal phone and I had my content phone, and I would try not to pick up my content phone or use my content phone, the phone that had Instagram, TikTok, all the things on it, before a certain time every day. But the brick kind of eliminated the need for two phones. And so I was able to start using one phone. So super excited about that. Next thing that I am really excited about is just doing more POV things with the Osmo Nano, right? So I know I have it upside down, but this camera is just so good in itself. And I'm really excited to use it in different ways. Like today, what I really worked on was making time to capture different shots that are really unique. I feel like we're in a time on social media where, attention is the currency that we're looking to grab. And so for me, being able to leave the pod of this camera somewhere, or being able to kind of, you know, film in an incognito way. So what I love about this camera the most is that you're able to disconnect the actual camera from the pod itself. I have on nails, so I always struggle to get this disconnected, y'all. Why does that happen to me? Anyway, so I'll try to do it while I'm talking. But the coolest thing is that, because I currently have a cage on it, so here it goes. So this is the camera itself, and then I'm able to disconnect the pod from the camera. And I think that is so cool, right? So I can actually see what's going on. I can place this really far away and connect my DJI mic mini to it. And so that's recording, and then this will be doing its thing as well. I can see everything that is going on over here on the screen. Look at how cool that is. And so for me, I can see myself, like, let's say I'm talking to you guys right now and I clamp this just somewhere that is above me, or, those unique POVs. It's so funny because we have a video that everyone always finds me from that video. It's a video on my Instagram. And the craziest thing about it is that um, I started the video where I was pulling my tripod to me. I used the Osmo Pocket 3 to film that, but this camera would film like those things so much better. So I'm really excited about seeing what I'm going to do with the Osmo Nano, because it is such a cool tool that I'm excited to use some more in 2026. I'm also excited about this, y'all. This is the Lyra by Hollyland, and I'm excited to use it. I know I have my desk set up in a specific way where I don't use a lot of webcams and things like that, but I really bought that camera, the new webcam, to test for you guys. Why? Because I feel like if I'm getting a camera to test for you guys that has a webcam and a microphone in the box, listen, I think that's going to be fire. The reason why I want to test it is I'm also working on an updated equipment guide. You guys know I always release an equipment guide of what I'm using in my studio space. And I'm like, I have to share this with you guys because when I'm sharing equipment, I feel like if I'm able to share things that just make life easy and simple for me, that's affordable, why not? So when the Lyra came out, I was like, first of all, I already use like all things Hollyland. You guys will see me share this all the time. So their microphones are so good. Okay, so I have their microphones that I use and it makes my audio sound so good, especially for things like voiceovers and all of that jazz. So I already know the quality of their product. So them doing a webcam instantly wanted it. Okay. So definitely got that. And I'm really excited about testing it out. First, I have to test it out to see if I do want to recommend it to you guys. So I am going to do a video on that so that you guys are able to see. What else am I like super excited about? There's so much that I'm really excited about. See, in this moment, I think it's perfect for me to take this Osmo Nano right now and just record a video, right? I'm just going to place it right there and just have it run while I am on the live stream. That's how I create content, y'all. A lot of content that I create is like B-rolly. I'm doing something where I'm not paying attention to it, but it's in the background running. The next camera that I do want to share about that I'm really excited for in 2023 is the Ace Pro 2 camera by Insta360. Listen, I am enjoying this. I feel like I really bought this camera for photos. I'm not gonna lie. I also have a Go Ultra, which is right here. So I got this after I got the Go Ultra. This one, I'm looking forward to taking more photos with it. I feel like photos give me a feeling, and it's already like the photos that I'm getting on it is already so good. I know I can use my phone, but why? This just does something different. I'm also waiting for the Explorer grip that comes with it. This is not really for video per se, but it's a very good video camera as well. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm really excited about using it and seeing how I use it, what I love about it. Another camera that I do have that I love is the Insta360 Go Ultra. This camera is really good as well. And I want to do a video where I compare the Osmo Nano and the Insta360 Go Ultra because they're both amazing cameras, but they're both so different as well. And I feel like I want to take the time to actually share what's different about those two cameras. If you're watching this, I know some of you guys watch the replay and you comment and let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if that would be something that you would be interested in me making a video about. Let me see if I can capture your content. Hey, Brenda, how are you? I hope you're doing well. So Brenda is saying, I have the first gen of the Insta360 Go and was disappointed with it after moving to DJI. I just didn't want to try Insta360 again. Let's talk about it. I completely get it. I have the Insta360. I don't know. It's somewhere. I have the second generation, no, the third generation of it. So I have the Go 3S, which was one that they released after the Go. And I like it, but it has to be in very good light. It does not do very well in low lighting. And so I'm like, let me stop this camera from going. It doesn't do very well in low lighting. And so, Rinda, I felt the same way until I saw the Go Ultra footage. I feel like with the first few Insta360 cameras, People loved the camera and the form factor way more than they loved the actual footage that was coming out of it, to be honest. That's how I felt. And so when I saw the actual footage from the Go Ultra, I was like, okay, I'm going to get this camera. And so I got it and I really love it. It is my go-to camera for just easy creation. Like, not super cinematic, but like I just want to create, and I'm in that mode or phase lately. Um where I just want to create. Hey, fellow. Hi. I'm seeing some of you guys on YouTube. So I'm in that mood to where if I'm creating a project and it is a longer project, then I need to be able to create quick, easy content in between that project. Um, because I don't want to stop creating if I'm creating like something that I'm like really working on and putting my foot in. I still want to be putting out content. So for me, that's where Insta360 or the Go Ultra works really well. I also do love the video from the Ace Pro 2 as well. And they also have things like iLog so that you get that pro quality video. But yeah, of course, if you got the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, the footage that comes out of that is way better than all of the cameras I just spoke about, I feel like. But I feel like there's a place for all of them. So even though I got the Insta360 Go Ultra, I still wanted to get the Ace Pro 2 because the photos on the Ace Pro 2, Rinda, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. You said that is true. It was convenient to carry around, but I think comparison between Insta and DJI technology will be awesome. Yeah, I think I want to do that. They're such different cameras, and I saw that. I figured. I feel like they're such different cameras. They're so interesting, and they're both really special and unique in their own way for specific things. You know, of course, DJI has D-Log M, which creates just a more, especially if you have the correct settings, a more cinematic feel, you know? But also, like, I love Insta360 for the way I'm able to use the camera itself and tell stories with it. So I think it's just all the things, right? Hello, YouTube. Hey, y'all. I'm just seeing you guys tuning in. I'm just here yapping about what I'm excited about for 2026. Also, y'all, so there are talks about the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 coming out. We still don't know if it is going to come out, if it's not going to come out, but I think it's so interesting. It's really exciting for us to kind of see what that could possibly look like, if it is something that is actually going to happen. We don't know. How do you feel? If it does come out, are you going to get it? That's what I want to know down below. So there are like two sets of people. There are people who are excited about it coming out. So the price of the Osmo Pocket 3 will go down and they could finally get the Osmo Pocket 3, which I completely get. And then there are people on the other side of the spectrum who are just happy for an updated Osmo Pocket 3 camera. And so for me, I feel like, well, I already have the Osmo Pocket 3, but I'm interested to see what they do to the Osmo Pocket 3 because I feel like it was a really great camera. For me, that camera definitely made me create more content. I'm not gonna lie. But I also feel like I used the Osmo Pocket 3 in the way that you would use your DJI Osmo Nano because I used it for a lot of B-roll, a lot of static shots. I don't feel like I used the gimbal as much with the Osmo Pocket 3, except for active track and things like that. I want to learn more about using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 on Android phone for streaming. I'm so sorry, friend. I don't have an Android phone. So I'm not too sure how it would work for streaming with an Android phone. I wonder if you can look up some other tutorials for someone that does have an Android phone, but I use Apple, so I'm not too sure. But I hope you're able to find it. I'm not too sure like how that would work. But yeah, y'all. So What else am I forgetting that I'm really excited about? I feel like I have all the cameras, okay? Just all the things happening here. But I wanted to come on and just chit chat and share like what I'm excited about or what I'm excited about updating or upgrading. Another thing that I'm really excited about, especially when it comes to my set, is I wish I could show it to you guys, but I wanted to refine my overhead setup and I finally did. Maybe I'll make a short form video so that I can show you guys, like, how I'm doing it. Rinda said it will really have to be amazing and big changes for me to upgrade. I agree. I love the Osmo Pocket 3. I just do my vlogging now and when I'm out the house, and even used it for my fashion and beauty content. And before using it, I used the Sony ZV-E10 for that. Rinda, what I love about what you shared is just how simple and easy um the Osmo Pocket is, and I think that's why it's also the camera that I picked up most this year, because I also got the Canon R50V. And even though I love it, I'm like, I really love this camera, but the Osmo Pocket is just so easy. Hey, Doc. Doc is like, you're doing the Lord's work. I'm trying, Doc. I'm trying. But you, on the other hand, are doing the Lord's work, okay? I'm just out here trying to get the people on camera, Doc. But yeah, so I think your camera and your setup plays a huge part in how consistent you are in making content. And so I love that you shared that, Rinda. Okay. I want to buy a new camera for my music streaming, DJI Pocket or Sony ZV-E10 Mark II. Which one do you prefer? I feel like if you're streaming, I don't know. They're both really great cameras, to be really honest. I think if you're thinking about that, it comes down to, yeah, if the camera's fun, you will use it more. I agree. Yeah, I think it comes down to which one you feel like you'll use more, and also, are you thinking about taking it out of studio? Because that could be something too. Like, or are you just gonna leave it set up for streaming? So, for example, for me, my streaming cameras in studio are all Sony, but I don't move them. So this camera, I just plop down and I sit and I press start and I stream to you guys. I don't move it anywhere. And I have two cameras. I have one right here and one on the other side of me that is for like a larger setup where you get to see like that background that you're seeing and all of that jazz. So, yeah, I do love the Osmo Pocket 3. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let me see. Hey Faye, how are you? Okay. I love creating. I just need to stay more consistent. See miracles. Listen, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I think, especially when you're creating, it's really about making time for your craft. For me, I have to create. So, this is the thing. I think when you are beginning to create content, you have to think about two things. Is my money connected to my creativity? For me, it is. So I have to create content. I have to put content out there because that's my marketing for my business, right? I have a membership where we actually coach people about getting on camera, their tech setups, all of that jazz, that their content strategy, all the things. So for me, I have to put myself out there and be front facing. I've been doing this for so many years and I have so much inside of me to pour into others. And so that's my purpose right now. So for me, I have to create content and put content out there. And that might take investing in different things and that time investment and putting that out there. So for me, I have to be consistent. So for you, I want you to ask yourself, where would I like my creativity to take me in the next 3 years? And if that means that, like depending on your answer for that, if you just want to create and have fun with this and let it be your hobby kind of thing, then you get to manage your consistency in a different way from the person who wants to change their lives in the next 3 years with content. And even us saying 3 years, like, think about it. Your whole life can change in 1 year with content. That's how content works. So I want you guys to think about that. because that's something really important to think about. That helps me to be consistent, right? Hey, trying new things. Hey, y'all. Okay. You said somebody said I think you're streaming with Sony camera on laptop or PC. I'm streaming right now with a Mac Mini. So I love using Mac Minis for streaming. That is my jam. So I have in studio right now, I have two Mac Minis and I use both of them to stream. And then I have a MacBook that I stream from sometimes, but I love using Mac Minis to stream, y'all. It's just efficient, and they work really well. And they're not that expensive either. Let me see what else I can answer for you guys. Okay, so Rinda, I love that you shared this. Rinda said, I want to be a full time content creator and be paid for it. I want to be an influencer. Rinda, if that is what you really want, friend, then that should be the thing that determines your consistency, especially moving into the new year. If you know that you want to change your life and you want to be a full time content creator and you want to be paid really well for it and you want to be an influencer, then you need to start operating with that energy right now, right? So I want you to think about that. Start operating with the energy of, okay, I know I want to change my life. I know I want XYZ in the next 3 to 5 years or in the next 1 or 3 years. And I know what it's going to take in order to accomplish that. And I am committed to doing that. I think if we don't think in that way, we just end up moving forward every day. And so that makes us fall off and get back up and fall off and get back up. But if you start operating with the energy of, I'm already a full time creator. I remember the exact moment when I shifted my mindset about creating content and putting myself out there in the online space. I stopped saying, I'm going to, blog, because guys, I've been doing this for so long. I actually had a full functioning blog and all of that. And so I stopped saying, oh, I'm going to create content or I'm going to blog. I started saying, I'm going to work. And so when I changed my language, my life changed because it became work, but it became my actual work, right? I'm 10 years full time as a creator. And sometimes I'm like, what the heck? When did this happen? Okay, let me see. Talk to me about your lighting setup, getting into gaffing and gripping. I see a huge softbox with a grid behind you. Yes. So this is the thing. I have a full studio. I have a full in-home studio. And so I have two setups inside of the studio. So the light that you're seeing back there is actually for when I am back there. And if you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see what that bigger professional setup looks like. And so this tiny setup that I have here, I think on it, I have a 10 millimeter lens, which, just captures my background, but I just still have that soft box up. So right now, if you're asking about this setup that I have right now, because this facilitates two setups. Right now, I have two key lights. Here, I have a key light that comes overhead and one that is on the left side of me, right? But yeah. Hey y'all. Hey, 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 hey. Hope that is helpful. Congrats on getting into gaffing and gripping. I don't know what that is. Am I missing something? Gaffing and gripping. I don't know what that is. Um, Nick said that 10 millimeter is looking good. Thank you so much. Sometimes I'll be like, where do I put my comments today? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It is, I think it's Young Newell, I think. Okay, so Amaran key, yes, it is an Amaran. I forget which number though, but because I've had it for 300D2, the Amaran 300D2. I've had it for a few years. There are like so many better options now, because I've been doing this for a few years. So some of my equipment, I'm like, it's so funny. I feel like now compared to when I first started years ago, like you can do so much now that you couldn't do before. And that is always very interesting. I don't know, y'all. It's crazy how easy it is to get into this game. Now, I remember when I bought my light back there, I paid like over $1,000 for it. And now there are so many options. It's so crazy. Like all different companies are, making these lights for much less. And even that should tell you like where content is going. Okay, so Rinda said that is so true. The biggest thing I need to get over and shift my mindset for is the whole influencer stigma that is out there. And the picture that was created around that, if that makes sense. Rinda, that is a good, not good. Yes, good. Yes, I understand what you're saying. And so for me, my influencing has to be connected to something much deeper than just the stigma, right? So I understand what that stigma is like, but you have to connect it to deeper things. So if I'm sharing cameras here for you guys, like I can't tell you how many times I meet people that I admire and they tell me, I used to watch your videos to create content. Like, I started watching your videos and it's because of you that I'm creating content or that I'm full time. And so when I think about that, I'm like, wait, what? And I'm speaking about people who have way larger audiences than me. And so I know that my purpose is grounded in making sure that people are moving forward, making sure that people are committed and consistent and facilitating that dream of like, oh, I can't sell digital products or online courses. Yes, you can. You can create that coaching program. You can, but the key of it is making sure that you are visible and creating a visible brand. And so, yes, I speak about cameras, but there's also so much depth to my beliefs, my morals, my values, and what I want to continue to share and bring to you guys. So, I'm asking you if you want to be an influencer, in order for you not to think only about what other people think, create your own vision, values, morals, um, create your own things that you really believe in. So that would be my advice to you. Let me see, y'all. Sometimes I gotta like, I gotta hit the block button, okay? Because you're not gonna come on my live and act a fool. Period. Okay. Nick said just bought a Nanny Light 300 BS for 190 exactly. You know what, Nick? I'm gonna look for the price. I'm gonna look for the price that I paid for it because I think I paid like $999 for the light itself, and then when I got it, I also got a dome and and a lantern. So I got like two things, but it was so expensive. It was like an investment. Like, that was like buying a camera. But yeah, but I will say the way that it improved my set, it's priceless. So that's what I like. I don't mind investing because I know what it's going to do for me. So simple things like that set you apart. So kudos to you on upgrading your set too. Okay, Clips Inspire said, so I am a beginner cinematographer. I am starting out with a ZV-E10 M1, but but I you're really confused in your lenses. I wish my husband was here. Maybe I should go live with him some more so he can definitely guide you and talk more about these conversations. But I think you need to figure out like what are you loving creating or what stories do you want to tell, because that's also going to determine what your lenses are, or what jobs are you looking to do with your skill, because that's going to determine like how you build your kit or what you want in your kit too. I think everyone's kit is so different. Your light looks so soft and professional. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. I genuinely do. Try things said, let me see, y'all. I recently got the FX3, worked on a set a bit, but definitely trying to bridge the gap and create more of an identity for myself. Lights are everything. Definitely costly though. Yeah, and it's so funny because I feel like um especially when you are a creative, sometimes you are creating so much for your clients, your customers, for other people, and it's hard to find that time to create for yourself. And I think us as creatives as well, we are also so like caught up in the creative process, and we want to try to perfect everything that we put out there. And I'll tell you guys something that is so important and so good for you to remember. I'm a creative at heart. I used to struggle with selling, with selling myself, with building my brand. I used to struggle with all of those things. And then I realized that there was a difference between being a business owner and a creative. And I had to learn business owner skills and, my creative skills. Okay, I could have honed those and learned along the way. Fine. But I realized that there were things that I had to stop giving power to, like perfection, how good my footage looks all the time, how good my audio is sounding, how great this is graded. Like things need to go out in order for me to be a business owner so that more people can see what I'm doing to hire me. And I think a lot of us are thinking like we're watching other creatives and we're thinking, oh, like my work needs to be at that level all the time. And you need to find a balance between, okay, I could let this slide because this is business and I need to be visible and this needs to go out. And this is amazing and perfect. And this is the quality of my work all the time. So for me personally, I had to learn I can't be perfect all the time. I have to let shit slide sometimes. So that I am able to keep amplifying my presence, and people will find me and my work along the way and then settle into something that was like beautifully made or perfect. Even when I'm creating videos, I can't release a banger all the time. That's what stops people. Right? So I want you to start thinking about like, yes, I'm a creative, but my business owner brain that is always booked out, that is living comfortably, that is making 6 and 7 figures, like what do I have to also be for that? That is really important, y'all. I used to be the person that used to spend a lot of time on graphics and a lot of time overthinking and making sure every color on my website was perfect. I don't even have a website right now because listen, why? Like social is my website. I get to connect and talk to you guys every day. I get to move people forward every day. I get to run a pretty successful business that I'm so proud of. And sometimes I'm like, what the heck? When did this happen? So I just want to remind you guys of that. Like, you have to make that time to build your brand, build your identity online, because I think a lot of us don't realize that you could be talented, like so talented, and no one knows about your work. And those are the people that I work with a lot. You're super talented, you know all the things, but no one can see you. You're like the best kept secret. So I used to be that, and I don't want that for everyone. Rinda said that is me the whole time, constantly comparing my videos to others. You can't, you got to release that at some point. And for me, that was really hard to do, y'all. Like, really hard to do, which is why I have to pour back into people in this way, because I know if I can do it, there are other people that can do it too. Like, you got to do it. You have to build your legacy because your talent is not going to take you everywhere, which is why the people that I work with the most are the people who are like, I've been doing this for so many years. And some kid comes out and is creating content about my topic, and what they're releasing is not all correct. And I know XYZ, but nobody knows you. And that's the thing. So if you're out here and you're creative and you're building, you want to build the muscle of being visible. You want to build a muscle of putting yourself out there. You want to build the muscle of being a business owner than a creative. And that's hard for some creatives to conceptualize. Even my message right now is not going to register with everybody in this moment on this live stream or watching the replay, right? Because, yeah, it's kind of hard to conceptualize what I'm saying, but noodle on it. Simmer on what I'm saying because it's so important. And I want the best for y'all. So I'm currently streaming on Instagram, on Facebook, on IG as well. And I know that you guys usually pop in and probably catch a replay to this video. I want to know, what cameras are you excited about for 2026? If you're not excited about any cameras, what are you using currently? Are you using your phone to record? Are you using a DSLR? Have you been thinking about making videos and you're still stuck? Are you creating sometimes and not consistently? I want to know. I want to talk to you. I want to know. I want to chit chat with you in the comments, just like I'm chit chatting with everyone on the live streams, because this is the thing. Okay, so trying things said you got two lights in front of you. No, I have one light in front of me. So I have a key light, Elgato key lights. That's what I'm using right now. And I have one on the side of me. See how you can see it on my hand? So I have a light right here. But it's just facing me. It's just to create a little depth or separate me from the background a bit. Not depth, because I have some depth. I have a whole studio behind me. But it just kind of like what do you call that? Not a hair light, but it just gives me a little separation from my background. um and I have a key light above me, and that's it. But then I have that light that, is back there, that is well lit. But yeah, I just like the effect that it gives. But sometimes I go live and I don't have that light on back there. So yeah, y'all. But if you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see my bigger studio. When I say that, I mean like my more professional set. And it is back there. So I just actually taught a class. I had a live Q&A for our membership members, and so I was in the bigger set. But whenever I want to get up close and personal and be able to touch you guys, then I use this set. So this set is a smaller set. It's the same camera, but over on that side, I use something different. I use a different lens on that side and this side, just to give a different effect. It's really use cases. That's what I was teaching about today in class. Your use case is so important, like understanding your use case. Hey, Faye, thank you so much. And it's winter, Faye. So we have the black turtleneck is back. When it starts getting a little chilly, you gotta go with the vibe. And you know, um, the season requires a little turtleneck. I remember back in the day when a turtleneck was my uniform, y'all. I would have a black turtleneck on all the time. So I'm gonna bring that vibe back, because why not? I feel like it just adds a little extra. It's so crazy how much what you're wearing affects your on camera presence. I tell people this all the time. So, like tonight, because I was teaching, I was like, okay, so let me put on a black turtleneck, right? And so after teaching, I was still amped up and fired up after helping people with their video sets and their lighting. And I'm still floating from the class. But I was like, okay, so I'm gonna come in and I am gonna just go live and chit chat. I was live last night, and it's crazy. I think last night I had on a hoodie because I was like out from the gym. But yeah, like now I'm like, let me put on my black turtleneck. And so I put it on, and I saw it on that set. But when I came onto this set and I saw it, I was like, you know what, Kerm? uh, Let me see. Faye said, "It is my uniform." Are you watching me? Listen, Faye, I've been for years. This black turtleneck is the thing, okay? But yes, it's my uniform too. I used to wear it way more before though. Let me see. Yeah, y'all. So I just wanted to come on and chit chat and let you guys know what I am excited about for 2026. And again, I want to know what are your content plans for 2026? Trying things said, I want to level up my lighting so bad. Never thought I'd be spending 1 to 1.5K on lights. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. Lighting is what's going to make your video every time. It's just like with action cameras, we try to use them inside, but when you take that action camera outside, if you look at all of DJI's videos, Insta360 videos, like all of those videos, they film them out in the light for a reason. So they film them out snowboarding or biking or whatever it is, because lighting is what's going to create dimension and actually make your video pop. Lighting is so important. You could have the not so greatest camera, but if you have good lighting, it's going to change everything. So that's why back in the day, I was like, okay, I am going to pay over $1,000 for my dome, because when I set it up and I saw what it did for my lighting, I was like, okay, I get it. So lighting is an amazing investment. Like, you're not going to regret spending that money if you are visible after you do it. So, like, just make it work. Make the investment work. That is what I would say. So it's okay that you're spending that much, but make it work. Make it work. Make it work. All right, y'all. You know what? I'm gonna log off, and I appreciate you for watching. If you have, I'll talk to you guys soon. And yeah, if you have any questions about our membership, you know, let me know. Send me a DM. I'm very active in my DMs. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions about joining the Spotlight Studio. I would love to have you and help you get your own video set up. I love you guys. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, y'all. Have a wonderful evening. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow again. Make sure you have your notifications turned on so you know when I am live first. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.